Welcome back to Dark Corner Studios. My name is Aidan Wolf, and last year we released our list of top mics to buy. And while there isn't much for updates this year for new products, there are a few other hurdles out there, especially availability. If you've been trying to buy a mic lately, whew. Now we're going to go over what we recommended last year and take a look at how that compares this year, which should be very interesting.
This is Aidan Wolf.
Just so you know, we will be doing an interface edition. If you want to check that out, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss a thing. Now, if you're in the market for anything studio related, it can be really tough getting recommendations from friends, especially as most of the popular choices are completely sold out, and there's no word when it might pick back up. So, if you're interested, all the mics mentioned here will have links down in the video description, and these are the top mics that you can actually purchase in 2020. Top of the stack, most expensive, over $500 minimum. Now, last year we recommended some big purchase mics that I'm almost positive no one went with, but still, it's kind of fun. Last year I recommended the Neumann BCM705 and the Sennheiser MKH416. Now, the Sennheiser is unavailable and the Neumann has only one in stock. So yeah, looks like we're going to have to go with something else there. So then, for this year, your blow-out-the-bank purchase lands on the Sennheiser MD 441-U. Talk about a sexy name. Ooh, 441U. Sorry. Now, you might not have heard of this microphone, but for a cool $900, you will get a truly unique looking piece of gear. The specs on this thing are stunning and reflective of the price, and I can promise you will be the only one rocking this thing on your block. Now, in case you're interested, this thing is selling itself as having quality like a condenser. I do know a few people that have one, and Lord Almighty, do they sound nice. Now, if you pick it up, I want to know down in the comments what your thoughts are. Next up, coming down a bit closer to earth, we're looking at the $400 to $500 range. Last year, I recommended the Shure SM7B, and to be honest, it's impossible to argue with. But first, let's check out the availability. Okay, well, we can go with this. Just squeaking in under the $500 mark is the Electro-Voice RE27ND. Now, this mic is the benchmark for broadcast, and frankly, is still the go-to for a lot of radio stations around the world. It's built like a tank at just over 2 pounds. You can literally pound nails with this thing and then go record a podcast. It also offers switchable filters on it. It's very versatile. And one of the benefits of this over the RE20 is that it has about 6 more dBs of sensitivity, so you won't need a cloud lifter or a FET head to push it. It's a very good microphone, and I can't recommend it enough in any kind of studio. At the $300 to $400 price point last year, we recommended nothing. Now, I have no idea what I was smoking, but I just skipped over this, and I didn't even notice until this year when I went back to look at the video to find out what I missed. Sorry about that, I think. Now, I should have offered up the Hale PR40, but yeah, same issue as always, very few in stock. So here is your backup. We're going to go with the AudioTechnica BP40. Now, I have used this mic, and it's a cute little stubby thing that kind of swings a bit out of its weight class. And you know, with that name attached, it's not going to disappoint. It doesn't need a bunch of gain to drive it as well, which is a nice bonus for a dynamic. All right, then this is where it starts to get muddy. This is the $200 to $300 price point, and this is where all the conflicting opinions start. Last year, I moved past the RE320, which by the way is still a great buy, to settle on the Rode Procaster. It's a great broadcaster mic, sounds good, sturdy design, just an amazing mic that I'm surprised hasn't been adopted by more people. Now, one of the best things about the microphone is the fact that it's a Rode, one of my favorite companies despite certain other videos. Don't look at those. But And this is a big but. It's not in stock at the time that I'm filming this. So, yeah, about that RE320. Now, this is the love child of the RE20 and the RE27. Amazing sound out of a mic, and frankly, one of the best looking on this list. It was my daily driver for some time before I moved on to the NT2A you see here. Still a great buy, even though it's not the Procaster. Now we're going to move on to the $100 to $200 microphones, which I'm guessing are where most of you are going to be purchasing. This one was a no-brainer last year and should be again if there's stock. The Rode Pod mic was a great little powerhouse. It's such a cute little design. Now, it's a simple recommendation over the SM58 as it was a much sleeker design and one that would look great in anyone's studio. But much like everything else, oh man. So we're going to go for a very comparable microphone and one that is a bit more versatile. This is the AudioTechnica ATR2100X. This is a USB and XLR microphone that's edging out the SM58. And the reason for that is the USB capabilities. This thing can easily just plug into a laptop and go. You can fit them in a laptop bag and probably won't even feel the difference. Now, the price to performance, it's pretty sweet. And having the XLR expandability is a must as your studio grows. This thing won't have to be replaced for quite some time. And finally, the entry-level microphone under $100. I mean, could this have been anything else last year? The Samson Q2U was the hands-down winner. And to be honest, even though it isn't in stock right now, it's almost worth waiting for. From the price to performance ratio, this thing slays, and you really can't go wrong. But if you just have to have a microphone today and you only have under $100, well, for the sake of this video, you can go with the AKG D5. Now, the name AKG does carry some weight, and this thing is a beast for what you want to do with it. The only thing I would say about this thing is it's strictly XLR, meaning you won't have any USB options. But if that's important, you might as well just splash a couple more bucks on the ATR2100X. So that's it. That's the whole video. What did you think of my options though? Did I miss anything? Feel free to let me know down in the comments section. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, crush that like button like a Coors can against your forehead. And if you really liked it, well, try out that other button. Come along for the ride. Cheers, and I'll see you in the next video.